The alien city floated high above the clouds, shining with silver towers and lights that never seemed to dim. Princess Alara stood on her balcony, watching the human ship land in the central square. Her golden eyes reflected curiosity and caution as the humans disembarked. All calm and quiet, she had heard stories of humans, fragile, small, and simple, but there was something about this one ship that felt different. Among the humans, one man caught her attention. He walked slowly, almost hesitantly, with no weapons, no armor, nothing that screamed danger, just a calm smile on his face. He looked ordinary, fragile even, yet Princess Alara could not shake the feeling that there was more behind his eyes. The crowd of aliens and humans gathered as the welcoming ceremony began. Alara observed every move, every expression. Her people had always treated humans as curiosities, creatures of simple minds, incapable of understanding alien ways, yet something about this human's calmness made her uneasy. She leaned closer to the balcony rail, her fingers gripping the silver edge. The human approached her slowly, bowing with respect. He spoke in the common language, his voice gentle but firm. "Princess Alara, I am called Nathan, I come in peace." His words were simple, almost ordinary, yet the confidence behind them made the princess pause. There was no arrogance, no fear, only a strange certainty. Alara's advisors whispered among themselves, questioning the choice of allowing a human so close to the royal quarters. "He is harmless," Alara said quietly, more to herself than anyone else. "Let us see what he can do." Nathan's gaze met hers for a moment, a spark of recognition passing silently between them. It was subtle, almost impossible to notice, but it made her heart race in an unfamiliar way. The princess decided to meet him in the royal gardens later that evening. The gardens were a maze of glowing plants and floating water streams, alien flowers lighting up the paths in soft blues and greens. Nathan walked beside her calmly, observing everything with interest, not fear, not awe, just curiosity. He asked questions about her world, about her people, about her life as a princess, but when Alara spoke of danger and war, Nathan did not flinch. His expression never changed, not even when she mentioned the warriors who had attacked nearby colonies. She frowned slightly, wondering why he seemed so unaffected. As they walked deeper into the garden, a small disturbance appeared near the water streams. A creature, small but dangerous, slithered out from the shadows. Alara instinctively reached for her weapon, but Nathan stepped forward, calm and precise. He moved faster than the eye could follow, and within seconds, the creature was captured, restrained, its threat gone. Alara's eyes widened in shock. "How?" she whispered. Nathan simply smiled, shrugging lightly. "I've learned a few things," he said, almost casually, as if controlling a dangerous creature were as easy as walking. The princess realized that there was far more to this human than she had imagined, and a small chill ran down her spine. As the sun set behind the floating towers, painting the sky in shades of purple and gold, Princess Alara knew one thing: she had underestimated him, and the secrets this human carried were only beginning to show themselves. She looked at Nathan, her curiosity now mixed with caution, wondering what lay hidden behind those calm eyes. The first meeting had ended, but the real story was only beginning. The human who seemed innocuous, harmless, and simple, had already surprised an alien princess, and the question now hung in the glowing evening air: what else was he capable of? The morning light spilled over the silver towers of Alara's city, painting the streets in pale gold. Princess Alara walked beside Nathan in the royal halls, her mind still replaying the events of the previous evening. She had expected a harmless human, a creature of no real strength, yet his calm actions with the creature in the garden haunted her thoughts. Advisors whispered behind her back, warning her to be cautious, yet Alara ignored them. Curiosity stronger than fear. Nathan seemed ordinary, yes, but ordinary humans rarely carried such precision, such control, and most certainly not such courage. She felt a strange pull toward him, a mixture of fascination and unease. That day, she decided to show him her city, letting him see her people's lives and their challenges. They passed through crowded markets where alien traders sold glowing fruits and floating gems. Nathan observed quietly, asking simple questions, yet noticing things no one else seemed to. He pointed out weaknesses in security, in infrastructure, small details that could save lives if corrected. Alara frowned. "How do you know such things?" she asked, her voice a mixture of curiosity and concern. Nathan smiled lightly. "I pay attention, princess," he said simply, as if it were the easiest thing in the world. She had never met a human so calm, so intelligent, yet so unassuming. The real test came in the evening, when a sudden alarm rang through the palace, warning lights flashed, and the advisors scrambled. Intruders. They are trying to breach the city's defenses, a guard shouted, panic spreading through the hallways. Alara's hand went instinctively to her weapon, but Nathan stepped forward calmly. Show me, he said. They moved to the observation deck, overlooking the outer city walls. The intruders were strange beings, tall and menacing, with weapons that glowed with blue energy. Alara tensed, expecting Nathan to hesitate, to show fear, but he did not. He studied the invaders, his eyes calculating, moving faster than the eye could follow. Then it happened. A small group of the intruders attempted to break through a side gate. Nathan moved with speed and precision that shocked the princess. He directed the palace guards, predicting every move of the intruders, setting traps and guiding soldiers without raising his voice. It was as if he could see the battle before it happened. Alara could not hide her astonishment. Her advisors whispered about his bravery, yet Nathan seemed almost casual, as if the entire event were a simple exercise. The invaders were pushed back, retreating into the shadows, leaving the city safe. But Alara knew this was no ordinary human. Later, in the quiet of the royal gardens, she confronted him. Nathan, there is something about you, she said, her eyes searching his. Something you are not telling me. Nathan looked at her, his expression calm but unreadable. I have my reasons, princess, he said softly. Not everything is safe to reveal yet. Alara felt a shiver down her spine. The calm human before her now seemed like a mystery wrapped in shadows. She realized that his innocence, his harmless appearance, were masks, and the power and intelligence behind them were far greater than anyone in her world could imagine. As the alien stars twinkled in the evening sky, she knew one thing. The human she thought innocuous was hiding secrets that could change everything. The princess could feel the weight of those secrets pressing against her curiosity, and she wondered, what would he do if the city itself were truly in danger? The night ended with Alara watching Nathan from the balcony, the same unease and fascination swirling together. The first hints of his true nature had been revealed, but much more was hidden, and the princess knew she had only scratched the surface. The story of the human and the alien princess was far from over, and the secrets Nathan carried were just beginning to unfold. The skies above the alien city darkened suddenly, an unusual shadow passing over the silver towers. Princess Alara stood at her balcony, sensing a disturbance. Something was coming, something she had never faced before. The calm human beside her, Nathan, remained perfectly still, his eyes scanning the horizon. The alarms rang through the city again, this time louder, more urgent. Attack. The border forces are under siege, shouted one of the palace commanders. Alien warships streaked across the sky, their energy weapons glowing like deadly stars. Alara felt a rush of fear, yet she also felt a strange confidence in Nathan's presence. He moved swiftly through the palace corridors, calm and composed, directing guards, pointing out weak points in the city's defenses. We need to focus here, reinforce the outer gates, and prepare the energy shields, Nathan instructed, his voice steady, commanding even. The soldiers followed his orders, some whispering about the human's unexpected skill. Alara followed him, her mind racing. You are not just a simple human, she said, keeping her voice low. Nathan glanced at her briefly, a small smile appearing. I told you, princess, I've learned a few things, he said calmly, as if that explained everything. The first wave of attackers reached the city walls, their weapons firing energy blasts that tore through defenses. Alara braced herself, ready to act, but Nathan stepped forward, using his hands to guide the shields, timing every move precisely. It was as if he could anticipate the enemy's actions before they even tried them. The aliens on the walls were shocked, their most experienced warriors struggling to keep up with Nathan's commands. He moved between the front lines and the observation deck, calculating, predicting, controlling. Every action seemed effortless, yet perfect. The princess realized her innocuous husband was not only clever, he was extraordinary. During the battle, a massive alien creature, larger than any Alara had seen, crashed into the city square, its claws tearing through the energy barriers. Panic spread, but Nathan did not falter. He assessed the situation quickly, directing the guards to surround the creature while he approached it himself. With precise movements, Nathan dodged the creature's attacks, striking weak points no one had noticed. The creature roared, thrashing violently, but within moments, it was restrained, captured without anyone getting hurt. Alara could hardly believe her eyes. The human she had thought harmless had saved hundreds of lives in minutes. As the city caught its breath, Nathan turned to her, his expression calm, almost casual. "It's not just about strength, princess," he said softly, "it's about understanding, predicting, and acting when it matters most." Alara's mind raced, trying to comprehend the depth of his abilities, and why he had hidden them so carefully. The princess felt a mix of awe and fear. Her admiration for Nathan grew, but so did a strange worry. If he could face such danger with calm precision, what other secrets did he keep? What other power could he unleash? The city had survived the first attack, but the shadow of the next threat loomed, heavier than before. That night, Alara could not sleep, watching Nathan move quietly through the palace, preparing defenses, her thoughts racing. He was no ordinary human, not even close, and she realized that her judgment of him had been completely wrong. The first conflict had revealed just a glimpse of his true nature. As the twin moons rose over the alien city, casting silver light on the towers, Alara whispered to herself, "The human I thought innocuous, may be the one to change everything." The first battle had been won, but the war, and the secrets Nathan carried, were far from over. The stage was set for revelations that would challenge everything the princess knew about humans, about trust, and about the very nature of power. The city was quiet after the first attack, but the tension remained. Princess Alara walked through the glowing corridors of the palace, her mind restless. Nathan followed calmly, observing every detail of the repairs and the defenses. She could no longer see him as ordinary, not after the battle, not after the precision with which he had saved countless lives. That evening, Alara invited Nathan to the royal council chamber, her curiosity now stronger than caution. "Nathan, I need to understand," she said, her voice firm but trembling slightly. "Why did you hide your abilities? Why do you seem so different from all humans I have met?" Nathan looked at her, his expression calm, but his eyes held a depth she had not noticed before. "There are things about my past that are not meant for strangers," he began slowly. "I was trained long before I met you. My people, my world, we survived through knowledge, strategy, and discipline, not brute strength alone." Alara listened intently, her pulse quickening. The calm man she thought she knew now seemed like a stranger with immense power. He moved closer to the holographic map in the center of the chamber, showing alien systems, hidden threats, and human outposts. "I have faced dangers you cannot imagine," Nathan continued. "I have trained to anticipate attacks, to protect those I care for. You, princess, and your city are now part of that responsibility." Alara felt a chill. His words were honest, yet the weight behind them was overwhelming. The revelation hit her slowly, each piece falling into place: the calm confidence, the precise actions, the fearlessness in battle. All of it was no accident. It was discipline, intelligence, and hidden strength. He was not the human she had assumed. He was something far more extraordinary, a force hidden beneath an innocent mask. Alara's mind raced with questions. "Why reveal this to me now?" she asked, struggling to keep her composure. Nathan's gaze softened. "Because you need to know, princess, for what is coming next. You must trust me fully. There is more danger ahead than even the city's shields can handle." Her stomach tightened, realizing the first attack was only a warning. Suddenly, the palace alarms rang again, more urgent than before. This time, Nathan did not hesitate. He moved swiftly, issuing orders to the guards, adjusting defenses, and activating hidden energy barriers that even the princess had not known existed. Alara watched, torn between awe and fear. She had never seen a human operate with such precision, such understanding. Then, a message arrived through the city's communication network. An incoming fleet of alien warships, larger and more advanced than the first, headed directly for the palace. Alara's heart pounded, but Nathan remained calm. "This is why I revealed myself," he said quietly. "You need to see that humans are capable of more than appearances suggest." The princess realized, in that moment, the true meaning of HFY. Humans, fragile and unassuming, could surprise even the greatest alien minds. Nathan's actions, his discipline, his hidden power, all proved it. She now understood the depth of his capabilities, and the weight of the secrets he carried. As the twin moons rose high above the palace, casting silver light over the towers, Alara knew one undeniable truth: the human she had thought harmless was a protector, a strategist, and a force that could change the course of history itself. The revelation left her breathless, and the audience of one, Nathan, stood calm, ready for the storm that was coming. The next attack would test everything: trust, courage, and the hidden power of a human thought innocuous, and Princess Alara would see just how far that power could reach. The alien fleet approached the city like a river of fire, bright energy weapons cutting across the sky. Princess Alara stood at the balcony, her heart racing, but this time she did not feel fear. She had seen Nathan in action, she had seen his hidden strength, and now she trusted him completely. Nathan moved among the guards, issuing precise commands: focus the energy shields here, reinforce the gates there, and prepare the aerial units for interception. His voice was calm, steady, yet carried authority. The aliens hesitated as the city's defenses shifted with incredible speed, reacting almost before the enemy could act. Alara watched him, her admiration growing with every moment. She realized fully now that humans were not weak, not fragile, not if they used their minds, their strategy, and their courage. Nathan's every move reflected intelligence honed through discipline and experience, and the aliens had no answer for it. The battle began in earnest, alien ships descending upon the city, but Nathan had anticipated every approach, every tactic, guiding the defenses with almost supernatural precision. The energy shield shimmered, reflecting attacks, while the city's warriors struck with perfect timing, their confidence fueled by Nathan's calm. A massive alien commander emerged from the fleet, towering over the rest, its armor glowing with strange energy. Alara felt a pang of worry, but Nathan was already moving toward the observation deck, plotting a counterattack. He directed the city's units like a master conductor, every soldier and weapon in perfect sync. Then, Nathan acted himself, moving with speed and intelligence that stunned even the princess. He exploited weaknesses in the enemy's formation, predicting the commander's moves, and in a few swift actions, he incapacitated the alien leader without harming his men. Alara gasped. The human she thought innocuous had turned the tide of battle. The alien fleet, confused and disoriented, began to retreat. The city was safe, thanks to Nathan's planning, skill, and courage. Princess Alara felt a rush of respect and gratitude, realizing that humans, underestimated for so long, could achieve the impossible. She approached Nathan as the city cheered, her golden eyes reflecting awe. "You were incredible," she said softly. "I never imagined a human could do all this." Nathan smiled lightly, shrugging as if it were nothing. "I told you, Princess, humans are full of surprises." She laughed softly, a sound of relief and admiration, knowing now that she had misjudged him completely. In the quiet after the battle, Alara and Nathan walked through the city, seeing the repairs, the citizens safe and grateful. The princess felt a sense of wonder and hope, knowing that the alliance between human and alien was stronger than she had ever imagined. Nathan's presence had changed everything, not just for her, but for the entire city. Finally, as the twin moons rose over the shining towers, Alara looked at Nathan, a new understanding in her eyes. "You are not just my husband, you are a protector, a force beyond what I ever imagined." Nathan nodded quietly, his calm expression holding pride, but no arrogance. The city was safe, the aliens defeated, and the princess had learned a valuable lesson: never judge a human by appearances alone. Their courage, intelligence, and hidden strength could shock even the greatest of alien minds. The story of the human husband who seemed innocuous had reached its climax, leaving a legacy of trust, awe, and respect. And as the stars twinkled above, Alara knew one thing for certain: with Nathan by her side, no challenge was impossible, and the alliance between human and alien would shape the future for generations to come.